How's it going, guys? We're going to be doing the part 6 of our Python beginner series. In this part, we're going to be working with dictionaries. So let's hurry up and initialize one. How do you initialize a Python dictionary? Well, you got your variable name, you got your assignment with the equals, and then for a dictionary, we're going to be encasing with curly brackets. In dictionaries, we have a thing called keys, and we have a thing called values. So first name is a key, and it's separated by a colon with a value called Stanley, and both of these are strings. Each element are separated by a comma. So now we are on our second element. Second element is also a string called last name with the value yip, and finally our third element is going to have the key called age with the integer value 24. Okay, so this is how you initialize a Python dictionary. One way to think about this is, imagine looking through an English dictionary. You're always looking through a word, right? You're looking for the word, and then you find the value, right? In this case, when we're looking through this Python dict, which is short form for Python dictionary, when we're trying to find the last name, we get back a yip. In a dictionary, a normal dictionary, we would be looking for a word, and then we would get a definition or description of what that is. And this is how the data type dictionary came to be. Now let's just do a quick sanity check. Let's see how Python is printed out. Let's see how a dictionary is printed out in a Python. So we can see that it has 3 elements. There's 2 commas. You see that there's a key associated with each element and a value associated with each element. Okay, so each element always has a key and a value. Let's check the type of this element, which comes back as class dict. So this is just Python's way of saying this is indeed a dictionary, Python's dictionary. Finally, let's check the length of this dictionary. In this case, we should have 3 elements, and this should come back as 3. Okay, so now that we're done our sanity check, let's figure out how we start interacting with this so-called dictionary. Now, you may remember in Python lists, if we wanted to access an element, we would use numbers, right? Imagine if this was a list. We wanted to access the first element. In the last part, we would use 0, right? We would use 1, we would use 2. 0 corresponds to the first element, 1 corresponds to the second one, and the index of 2 corresponds to the third element. And this I may not have mentioned before, but this means ordered. That means every number corresponds to a certain element. In a dictionary, it is not ordered. So that means Python does not see this element as index 1. It does not see this element as index 0. In fact, to access these elements, we use key values. So if we wanted to know what is the first name, we would actually use the key value first name, and we would get back. Oh, that's a mistake there. We would get back the first name. If we wanted the age, same thing, we would get back the age. If we tried doing this, we would run into an error because it says 2 is not a key. There's no key called 2, but there is a key called age, right? So that's how you access an element in dictionary. You access it with the so-called key, and you always get back the value. In a list, in comparison, you access it with an index, and you get the element back instead of, a thing called value in a dictionary. What if we wanted to add some more information into this dictionary? Well, let's say we wanted this person to have a gender, okay? Intuitively, we should have Python dictionary. We should have a key called gender, right? We're using the existing dictionary. We're assigning a new key to a new value called male. Okay, now see what happens here is that we should end up with our first three elements, but also a fourth element with the key gender and male. And this is exactly the case. So this is how you add a new element into a dictionary. You assign a new key with some value. This could even be an integer, right? In this case, we chose male. So that's how you add it. Just sanity check, right? If I commented this out, this is gone now. If I uncommented it, it's back in. So that's how you added a new element. So what if you wanted to remove an element from this dictionary? We have a built-in function called pop in the dictionary class. And for pop, it takes in an argument called and the first argument is the key that you want to remove. So say for the dictionary, Python dictionary dict, I wanted to remove the element with the key value age. So you would do dot pop and you pass in the first argument age, and we see that age is now gone. You could also remove other ones, right? Last name is now gone because I changed the key value to last name. That's how you remove an element in a Python dictionary. What if I wanted to copy a Python dictionary? Well, we got our new dictionary, right? What if we wanted just a copy of this Python dictionary? We can do this, okay? We have a dictionary has a built-in function called copy, right? The class dictionary has a function called copy, and it does exactly what you expect it to. And we see that this is a copy of the old dictionary. Now this is different from just assigning it to Python dict, and we will see that later in the future, maybe in more advanced tutorials. So far, all you need to know is this. You can copy a new dictionary. So just to show that this works, we want to print out, the new dictionary. I ran it, and if I remove this, it should have the same result, but there is a significant difference, which we will show later in the future. So this is how you this is how you make a new dictionary, a copy of a dictionary. One more thing to note about dictionaries is dictionary actually cannot have duplicate keys. It can have same values, but it can't have the same keys. In other words, keys have to be unique. So what does that mean? Now, if I had, let's say, weight, right, and we said that this had a value 24, so all our keys are unique. Okay, none of them are duplicates, but we have values that are the same. This, we won't run into any problems, right? We have a new element called weight with we have a new element with the key value, with the key of string weight and a value of 24. However, then we can have the same value, but we can't have the same key values. This won't throw an error. And you see that we will have two key values here. This won't throw an error, but it would take the last value that is assigned to it. So this is not something we want. I mean, this is very confusing. Is this person actually 24 or 50, right? We want to have one single age for that person. That's why we have a dictionary. In dictionary, we have unique words. Every word has its own definitions. Same thing in dictionaries for Python. We want our keys to be unique, but we cannot have we cannot have keys. We cannot have same keys, duplicate keys in the same dictionary. So that is all for working with dictionaries in Python. And the next part, we will be talking about control statements like if, else, elif, and or, and we will, if I made any mistake in this part, please let me know down in the comments. And if you think I missed anything, also let me down in the comments. If you like this video, give it a like. If you like my channel, subscribe. So thank you for watching as always, and see you in the next part.